Madam Chair, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, allow me to take this opportunity to congratulate the United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction for the convening of this third session of the Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. With the increased vulnerabilities stemming from population growth, unplanned urbanization, environmental degradation, climate change, combined with geological, hydrometeorological, and man-made hazards, disaster risk has indeed become a global concern of high priority. The Asia-Pacific region, home to some 61% of the world's population, has been the most affected, not only in terms of the frequency of disaster occurrence, but also the scale of its human and economic impact. Disasters can certainly roll back development gains and threaten the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals. The change in our approach to disaster management from relief and response to enhancing preparedness and mitigating the impact of disasters has brought positive dynamics to planning and financing. Timely investment in hazard resistance has saved assets and resources, which validates the old adage that prevention is better than cure. At the same time, we must never downgrade the critical importance of maintaining the highest levels of institutional capacity, coherent planning, and effective coordination between the stakeholders. In every disaster, it is the communities that suffer the most. Ensuring efficiency and effectiveness at the local level is therefore one of the most important aspects of disaster management. Thus, it is most appropriate that the current session adopts as its main objective the encouragement of stronger political commitment to local action. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Malaysia is strongly committed to disaster risk reduction. We will focus upon and implement the priority areas of the Hyogo framework for action, both at the national and the international levels. We welcome and acknowledge the ongoing efforts by the UN ISDR to promote and accelerate the implementation of the HFA. Within the country, the government of Malaysia takes the lead to ensure cohesive participation and involvement of the various stakeholders. We want to ensure that all concerned parties know their roles and responsibilities at the national, provincial, and local levels. Disaster risk reduction programs, including sustainable development policies, are always incorporated into all of the nation's 5-year development plans. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia is located just outside the Pacific Rim of Fire, but our country is not immune to disasters like monsoonal floods, landslides, and strong storm surges, as well as disasters caused by human errors. Frequent flooding constitutes the most significant hazard in Malaysia. We have therefore spent billions of dollars throughout the years on flood mitigation projects. Under the 9th Malaysia Plan, from the year 2006 to 2010, 5.81 Malaysian ringgit has been set aside compared to 1.79 billion Malaysian ringgit in the previous 5-year plans. This included the construction of a dual-purpose stormwater management and road tunnel project, which has effectively served its dual purpose of controlling flood and traffic flow in our capital city of Kuala Lumpur. In order to establish a sustainable and resilient environment for the local community, the Malaysian government encourages the participation and involvement of civil societies in disaster risk reduction. We do this by enhancing public awareness in disaster risk prevention, mitigation, and preparedness. This program has also enhanced the spirit of volunteerism among Malaysians. Malaysia has instituted a microcredit financing scheme and established cooperatives to assist victims of disaster to recover their businesses or rebuild damaged infrastructure. The cooperative, known as in the Malaysian language as Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia, currently provides service to more than 180,000 families throughout the country. The government of Malaysia has also established the National Disaster Relief Fund to provide financial assistance to those affected by disasters. The corporate sector and other donors have responded positively to this initiative by contributing an average of 20 million Malaysian ringgit, or equivalent of USD 5.7 million annually to the fund. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the importance of scientific research, the Malaysian Ministry of Higher Education has established the Southeast Asia Disaster Prevention Research Institute to address knowledge gaps and research on policy-relevant solutions to reduce underlying risk factors at all levels of planning. In collaboration with UNICEF, we have also put in place the School Watching Program and Smart Support Team in schools. This program is intended to increase awareness and preparedness among a very important sector of our population, the school-going population. Malaysia participates in the campaign organized by UNISDR, such as the 1 Million Safe Schools and Hospitals campaign and the Making Cities Resilient, My City is Getting Ready campaign. Madam Chair, Malaysia hopes this conference will be able to come out with new ideas to ensure the implementation of the Hyogo Framework of Action and achieve consensus on how local, national, regional, and international stakeholders can meet new challenges brought about by disasters and climate change. We pledge to play our part to make this conference a success and disaster risk reduction a permanent feature of international cooperation. Thank you, Madam Chair.